That's awesome!
Hey everybody, welcome back to Power Mods. I'm Louis Skibo. You know, we've been doing a bunch of installs of vents on our Rev. Helps it breathe, gets that heat out of there. We're going to do a couple of more things. In addition to those WRP vent kits that we installed from First Place Parts, we're going to install this little pre-filter material over our Rev filter. We're constantly knocking snow and ice and cattails and burdocks and all kinds of stuff out of this thing. And in addition to that, we're going to install this SLP High Flow Intake that we got from First Place Parts as well. I'm going to show you how to install those. Your snowmobile is going to love you for it. It's going to run better. It's going to run cooler. It's not going to get any water in it, and that's what you want. Now, this pre-filter material is amazing. It doesn't let any water through, but it lets the air in, and that's what you want. You want that nice, fresh air going in. The filter's not going to clog up. It's not going to get full of ice. Not going to get all those little bits and pieces of trees. You just slip it on. Slip it into position. Clean it up a little bit, make it look nice. Now that is one of those fixes that you can do, very inexpensive. It's only $25, takes you a minute to literally put on, and it's going to save your motor, it's going to keep it from getting water in there and contaminants, and that's a good thing. Remove the airbox. Line, template number 1. These dotted line with this little groove. Like that. And just cut out your triangular section here. I'm just using this little knife. Make sure you wear safety glasses. Now this would work easier if you had a little jigsaw. I just used this blade, but be very careful when using one of these. They're very sharp. Make sure you cut on the inside of your marker line. Take the supplied template, move it against the snow deflector. There's a little notch in it. You're just going to want to snug it right up to that. And then take some tape. Tape it into place. Now just take a marker, mark the inside of the template. Don't mark the outside, because if you go to put your vent on there, it's just going to fall right through. I never really destroy my templates. I keep them just in case I want to move this around to another snowmobile. Now all we do is we cut out this area right here. Drill out each corner. Now you can just take a heat gun, warm this area up from the back side, and then use a knife to cut it. Now if you have a little tiny jigsaw, you could use that, but I don't have a jigsaw here today, so this little knife is going to work just fine, as long as that plastic is warm. If you have to pull too hard, the plastic's not warm enough. Now I left these two little ribs here for support, and they're going to be behind this mesh anyway. That's perfect. Now take your new vent, place it, drill the outside hole. supply a screw. You're just going to screw it into place, but you're not going to over tighten it. Because it's just into the plastic. Reinstall the airbox. Now take this plastic flow deflector and just place it into place. You can see how it matches the contour of this side panel. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill from the other side, fasten it through the grate, and then I'll remove this again, clean out the airbox, make sure there's no filings, plastic filings in there from doing all my cutting. Then I'll remove the plastic flow deflector, place the sealing tape around it, reinstall it, tighten it up, it's good to go. I'm just going to take this sealing tape and strip it off. Place it around the inside here. You want a nice tight fit. It's going to make everything nice and tight. Now this area here, you just want to make sure there are no more filings left over. Everything's going to fit nicely and nothing's going to be sucked into your airbox. Place your plastic deflector into position and use the supplied little nutsert type of nuts and bolts here to fasten everything. I've been installing this kit and I've noticed a couple of things. I got a little too aggressive when I tightened up these little screws. And these little tiny aluminum backings, some kind of a, almost like a little zerk nut or whatever you call that. I'm not sure what it is. I broke those. So you can't over tighten them. What I've done is I've just used some little screws that I've got and I'm going to use those instead. In combination with that pre-filter material, this is going to be a very good setup. Same goes with these. Make sure you put a little bit of Loctite on the back. This is looking like it's coming together. I'm liking it. Looks pretty good on the old rev panel. All we have to do, put it on the snowmobile. Well, that looks pretty good. A lot more airflow coming in there. Just in case this pre-filter starts to get blocked up, we're in the deep powder high flow intake from SLP, ordered from firstplaceparts.com. Make sure you give them a call. Tell them Louis from PowerMod sent you. They ship free in the United States and they ship USPS to Canada. I got to thank you for watching. Make sure you give us a big old thumbs up on this YouTube video and check us out on Facebook.